Welcome, welcome. We will be back with, Xenoblade. It's been I think a few weeks now. On intercontinental ballistic missilers, basically. We managed to collect all of them the last time we played Xenoblade. So, there's that. We now have every single Pawn Spectre, including Chief 1-1. We haven't done the quest that he had given us yet, but we got all of them, even the ones that were technically out of our level range. So that's cool. We did a thing that we probably shouldn't have been able to that early. As you said the last time you were watching, they're extremely unbalanced and you live for it. I've noticed that they were imbalanced. The only reason I ended up getting some of the last ones, which were like in level 75 areas or whatever, was because of the Pawn Spectres and their, like, nuclear explosion. It's certainly a very, strange way of balancing games, but hey, it works. Only beat Future Connected due to the meteors. I can see why. Oh yeah. Also, I've been playing Metroid Dread. Very good. I originally was going to do it for stream. I said this when I was like doing Devil May Cry, but I was originally going to do it for stream, but to be honest, I was too excited. I love Metroid games, so I just went and played it, originally as a test, which I do for every game that I get. I always test every single one of these games before I actually play it, just to make sure that I've got every setting that I want ready and all that, and then I start actually playing it on stream. But Metroid Dread's test session, we'll keep calling it. We I might have sorta did it like 3 hours. I might have done a lot of Metroid. I got past like a few of the Emmy. You tested Xenoblade 2? I have not actually. Like, I test them like moments before I actually like stream them usually, and this one's a ways off, I think, because we're going to do Bloodstained after DMC 5 is complete, and then after Xenoblade Future Connected, we're doing Final Fantasy X. That's so much for a Metroid game. It is, but I also haven't had a chance to play a new Metroid game in several years. So the opportunity to play one was so exciting to me that I couldn't hold it in and just played like a good chunk of the game. Or at least I think it's a good chunk of the game. I mean, I still don't have a lot of powers, and I never said I was any good at Metroid games. I mean, like those Emmy, they're an insta-kill thing. All I'm saying is imagine being an Advance Wars fan. That would be another game that I wouldn't end up streaming for that same reason if I was an Advance Wars fan. But I've never played Advanced Wars, so I can save it for stream easier than I can as a Metroid fan. Another good example is if like you were to let's say the Demon Souls remaster ends up coming out to PC. You know for a fact that I would be playing that and it wouldn't be on stream. because I would boot it up as a test, and next thing I know, I've sunk 12 hours into it. What the? That's a loud vehicle. Advance Wars brings happiness to me. I've heard a lot of people really like it. I've just never had an opportunity to play it. I don't know. It's a game series that's always been on the back of my mind, but never one that I've had a chance to properly play until recently. It is as good as you find Pokemon Conquest? Pokemon Conquest. The name sounds familiar, but I do not immediately piece it together to which Pokemon that is. Is that like... No, I'm thinking of Pokemon Rangers. I was going to ask if it was like the one where you continuously draw circles around a Pokemon to capture it, but that was Rangers. Pokemon Conquest is your Advance Wars. Oh, a game that you had heard a lot about and meant to play, but just never had the opportunity. Look at all of them. There's so many of them. At least it's not like, as in, I love it so much, but I think there will never be a follow-up to it. Oh, yeah. I always hate that, like in any game. Great example, at least for the longest while, because there's possibilities that it will be followed up on now. But like the Klonoa series, I've always really liked, but like the last main title for it was just a remake of the first one. And if we're not including remakes, it was back in like 2003 or something like that. So yeah, it's been like at least 18 years now since the last time Klonoa has had a mainline entry. And it's a damn shame. Though at least there's, like, been hints to a new anything with Klonoa. If you were, like, a Blinks fan, then you would have it really bad, because Blinks fans, they don't get anything. At all. That franchise is just dead. Microsoft doesn't want to touch it ever again. That's how Advance Wars fans were till, like, recently. Yeah. I remember when the Advance Wars 1+2 thing got announced, some of my friends who used to be really into that franchise went wild. And I get how that goes. I've had some similar reaction when Metroid Dread was released. Or, not released, but announced. Because, when was Metroid Fusion out again? I feel like a lot of good series on the decline, like Pokemon Mystery Dungeon, is much sadder. Oh yeah, I heard that, like, Mystery Dungeon in its more recent iterations is not as good as the way it was going with, like, Explorers of Sky. Like, okay, At some point, I don't know when, Explorers of Sky, I'm going to play on stream again. Because that game is amazing. It's a very powerful game in my eyes. The ending, I remember, made me cry when I was really little. We'll see if it still does the same. Come to think of it, I don't actually have a whole lot of Pokemon Mystery Dungeon experience. Like, I've played it. Yeah, I've played, like, Explorers of Sky, and something else. The GBA one, whichever one that was. I think that was, like, Red Team? Or was that Blue Team? I don't remember. Personally had Time rather than Sky. If I remember correctly, they all generally had the same story, but Sky had, like, you know, additional content, because it was, you know, it was the Platinum, the Emerald to your Diamond and Pearl, or your Ruby and Sapphire. It was red on GBA. I had figured as much, but I wasn't entirely sure. Where is this? Oh, was this the area that I was in earlier that, like, I couldn't actually survive against? And blue was DS. I still remember that awkward, like, transitional stage we had between the GBA and the DS. Like, I love the DS. It had a lot of really good RPGs on it. Necropolis is territorial Rotbart? Really? I'm gonna fight Monkey? Let me guess. Looky there. Is treasure chest. Oh my, it almost equal and beautiful to delicate features on face of Tutu. Hold on. 1-1 go and open. Can't open yet? Please hold on another moment. Oh, where's monsters that's supposed to be guarding secret treasure? Man, such awful anticlimax. Meh. Evelyn, what is wrong with face? You look as if seen monster. Evelyn did see monster. Evelyn, not even kidding. Everyone, now is time to stand and fight. Nothing can squat between Pond Specters and well-deserved treasure. Oh. This is very bad. Yeah, death. That is definitely what happened there. Level 80. I see what you mean by territorial Rotbart. And welcome, V-Sheep. How you doing? Just playing Undertale as the stream notification went up. Felt like finishing business. Business being the Undyne date segment. I always loved that segment, actually. Undertale is a very charming game. This is the part where you're supposed to run away. I don't know why, but my brain autofilled it with like a quote from what was it? Oblivion, the Elder Scrolls Oblivion. Because one of the things that I think it's the Imperials say is like, this is the part where you fall down and bleed to death. And it's just like, it's so cheesy. I love it. It's just pure cheese. Love Undyne's sad burning house. Why didn't you just write your essay, SpongeBob?
Who, me?
So that's how things are. Seems we owe Miss Saria and her friend a debt of gratitude for the valuable information they provided us. It's just my conjecture, but the crystal may have been highly responsive to heat and sublimated when exposed to sunlight. It's fascinating, isn't it? I have to say, its properties are quite unusual, and I agree with Saria. I think that it would be found in a cave, like she said. So the soldier said he had already searched Nerthus necropolis, huh? Alright, let's think of other options then. If you follow Fime Lane, which breaks off from Thul's Way towards the northwest, you'll reach the forbidden Hushland. It's a dangerous place, though, so it hasn't been mapped out very thoroughly. Nevertheless, there is meant to be a cave-like location thereabouts. The man who found the crystal must have been a formidable swordsman. It may be from him that the news of the cave's existence reached us. Very worthy. I pray that you find high ether crystal there, a high ether crystal there indeed. You are the only ones we can rely on to harvest it, I'm afraid. Good luck. If you do find a high ether crystal, be careful to keep it away from strong light as you carry it back. What if that person's name is Sardya? Like Sergeant? I'd okay if it's been announced in voice acting yet. I don't think it has. God. I have so many of these Pawn Spectres, it causes the frame rate to just dip. Imagine how much worse it would be if I could also have all of my party members out. I kind of wish I could have all of my party members out, honestly. It'd be really nice. Wasn't there rumors of the third one potentially having more party members? Or am I remembering that wrong? I mean, like, if it's pronounced with a hard J as opposed to the Nordic form. I don't think I get it. Then again, brain no worky today. It kind of got fried from school. I had to do a debate in history, and anxiety said, oh no, not that. Hard J job. Nordic pronounced like Y. Sardia. Oh, yeah. Sarja. I don't know if that would fit a little old lady, though. Because the name belongs to an old lady. Though that would be hilarious. Sorry for Brad Brain today. It happens. We all have our days where we're not, like, all here. And we can't be expected to always be 100% top of our game. Because things are always different. No day is the same. If it was, then I'd be eating the same exact meals every day, and that would be kind of boring. I like some variety in my life. Even if that variety is choosing to eat, like, a calzone instead of, I don't know, mac and cheese. You know, let's proceed to that crystal and never look back, because if we do, the Pawn Specters drop us to 15 FPS. What they do, too, and that's the best part. I'm not allowed to look behind me anymore, because if I do, it's just immediately, like, FPS drop. They're so powerful, the game itself cannot contain them. All that's missing is, like, imagine if every single one of these Pawn Specters was, like, related to Ricky in some way. Then they would be immensely powerful. I'm still kind of disappointed I couldn't bring Ricky along for this, extra campaign. Kino and Nene are cute and all, but, like, they don't have the same level of insane power that Ricky did. They needed it to be balanced. Very true. Ricky is kind of an unbalanced mess of a character, and I love it. I think by pure probability, at least one of them is related to Ricky in some manner, even if it's like second cousin or whatever. Second cousin twice removed. Oop, I didn't mean... There we go. Nope. I find it funny, though, that this game is so much like an MMO, in that, like, abilities are where most of your damage comes from. And there's very little incentive not to be just spamming abilities constantly. was posting about it in VCAT's Discord, but you started FF8. FF8 still is one of the few that I've never actually played. Pretty much the only things I know about it is something something girlfriends and junction system. Have to learn the junctions. Yeah, I've heard that, like, junctions are difficult. Dinosaurus. Nice. GF equals Guardian Force. Is that what it's supposed to stand for? Because whenever I see that, I just think of girlfriend, because I used to play a lot of RuneScape, so I was no stranger to seeing things like buying GF as a completely normal. Your GF is a force? What, you playing Phantasy Star Online together? Like how other games call them Espers or Eidolons. I knew it! I knew that would be important! I ran into this place before to get, like, one of the Pawn Specters. I knew that giant pillar was meant for something. Get over here so I can slap you. That's right. This direction. It looks awfully dangerous. Imagine you'll be running for your life once you have the crystal. I've been here before. I know what's around the corner. It's nothing too awful. Have a normal sleep schedule. Alright, have a nice sleep. Windex. I mean, like the whole crystal bits that looks like it's holding up the whole cave. Oh yeah. True that. And there we go. Everything is dead. Okay. Yeah, I saw that coming.
Nene not feeling Wonder Marvelicious. Nene make it all better.
Right. It's not.
Toto going growl growl.
Stay strong.
Nene cannot running on empty.
Gotta run for a little bit.
Okay. Just one more left.
There we go. That was quite the run. The big problem that happened there is we didn't catch the alarm enemy first. And it brought more to the table than we needed. Cromar still sounds like a bumbling but yet very friendly neighbor in a sitcom. Also kind of reminds of Deltarune because of reasons. Yeah. Oh, if we're just gonna bring you and only you here.
Nene got it. Kino will do.
Let's focus our efforts.
Indeed.
All right. I'm feeling it. Split edge. Flash slash.
Hammer beat.
Center edge.
Hammer beat.
Split edge.
Just wanted enemy down.
I'm really feeling
Reasons that include hyperlink block. That Spamton character took off like really hard, which is kind of surprising because all things considered, he doesn't actually have too much of a role in like most runs. Then again, people also really took on a liking towards Jevil during Chapter 1, and Jevil had even less screen time. Jevil existed entirely for just his boss fight, and that was it.
everyone. Let's go. Perspective. Time to join forces.
Time already? Oh, dearie dear. Almost done.
We've
Hammer beat.
got through that pretty good.
Kino plus psychics on
I do find it funny, though, that, like,
need more. More.
Chapter 2 has taken off, like, way more than Chapter 1 ever did. Like, Chapter 1 was already fairly big, but the second one has just blown everything out of the water.
Center edge.
There's a pattern of weird but secretly mega powerful characters in Undertale / Deltarune. There are, but I feel like out of all of them, Spamton has gotten probably more attention than most of them. Because Jevil, yeah, he was big, but I didn't see him coming from, like, every artist on Twitter ever, or every artist on Tumblr ever, because Tumblr was still alive and kicking during that time. But I also never saw that happen with really any other character other than Sans. And Sans, of course, hasn't lost his popularity. He's become something of a meme now. I mean, at least other characters in Chapter 2 get plenty of love, like Queen. I've also seen Birdly get some love, and Task Manager, who has gotten that kind of attention.
So now all we need to do is modify the weapon to incorporate the crystals.
Ransom, sir! Fog beasts have broken through the gates!
They're through.
If only they'd waited a few hours. Shulk, defending Grandel is our priority. Follow me.
Right.
We shall deal with the intruders. You get the villagers to safety.
Okay.
Teelan, you stay put.
Gotcha!
Hello.
Your favorite designs might be Swatch and Swatchlings. Yeah, they were pretty good designs. Trying to think of what my favorite design was in Chapter 2. Probably, in my case, the Werewire, or the Werewire, where they don't have, like, the wires on their face anymore. They've got, like, a cone shape. Really like those designs. Like, there's a lot of good designs, I just couldn't really tell you what my favorite was from Chapter 2. I feel the same way with Chapter 1, actually, because there's a lot of really good ones, but nothing that, like, explicitly is just something that is infinitely better than everything else, per se. And the pop-ups, the weird dolphin critters, they are certainly weird. If you don't pay attention to them, they shrivel up.
We're here to help.
This rabble won't stand a chance, not against the big one. We'll keep the small fry off your back.
All right.
It's very big, boy.
You go no further.
Yeah.
Please, for life is no use! Kino make you full of holes! And Nene teach you better manners!
Kino is the most violent of the bunch. Just straight up, I'm gonna leave you, like, full of bullet wounds, is what he said. What? Hello? Well, Fog Beast is taken care of. Nothing to see here. Kino just pulls out a Glock. Apparently Kino left him so full of holes he stopped existing. That's interesting. Think it's further forward? It's supposed to be at the gates. In fact, it was here just a moment ago, and now it's just not there. Got an idea. I'll go to Alchemath and then come back. There we go. Now it's showed up again. When in doubt, reload the map. That was weird. Hello, yes, I am encountering you for the very first time. Power of Datapon surge through Nene. Well, he was very powerful. Oh, that was also very easy.
Seal the gates.
We beat them this time, but the numbers are against us. I hate to say it, but if you'd already left when the attack happened, we'd be smoke.
Fog King must go! Down with Fog King! Situation is tough.
I agree.
Melia?
I'll do it. I will bring the companions back to lend you aid.
They won't agree. You know they despise us.
They must see the danger. They will understand what needs to be done. Yea. As soldiers of the High Entia, they know it's their solemn duty. I swear it. I will bring them back with me. Please. Trust me, Radsam.
I'll be right here, trusting and waiting.
Tyrea,
Yeah. Hurry up and go.
but I haven't even...
Defend this place until I return. Those are your orders, right? Though we're short-handed as it is.
Will you be okay?
Just go before I change my mind.
Thank you. We'll be quick.
Movement! Multiple big uns confirmed!
Impossible! More already! If the rift grows any wider than it is now, Grandel is lost. We must hurry. Come, follow me!
You head straight for the Cape.
What are you saying? This will take all of us.
I know exactly what my orders are here. I hope I don't have to remind you what yours are.
But that's...
You said it yourself. If the rift grows any wider, there's no way we'll be able to hold this place alone anyway. This is our last chance to enlist the Companion's aid.
Tyrea,
Radzam is trusting you with this. Now you put your trust in me.
come on. We make for the Companion's Cape.
What's the topple combo in this game? So you have to break an enemy first before you can topple them. And then when they're toppled, you can daze them. As for the combo, there's not really one to make it, like, definitive. It's very hard to, like, perma topple in this without the group attack. But in the base game, what you would do is, you know, you'd break, topple, daze, and then you would go and when the enemy starts to get to a point where they're back up and alive, and you've got your group attack ready, you then use the group attack and knock them straight back down. And then you just keep hitting them until you get your bar up again. And if you can do it right, you'll end up being able to just keep something toppled for the entirety of the game. I believe the only characters with reliable topples, though, were Dunban and Rhine. Shulk, he gets his through a Monado art that is completely optional. I was thinking of the Xeno 2 version, which is like break, topple, launch, smash. Yeah, it's a much smaller combo in this game. Oh, you're a unique monster, apparently. Basically, instead of dazing the enemy, you throw them in the air and spike their ass like a volleyball. Regardless of the enemy, they spin wildly in the air during the launch part. Yeah, like volley. Yeah, it happens. Can't wait where I get to the part where we can actually play Xenoblade 2, and all I hear is just constant voice spam from not just me, but my enemies. Also, I just noticed that that's an X from the Machna Forest. With just random Machna monsters here. Forgot to comment this, but I'm glad the Pawn Specters don't also get voice spammy. Part of me kinda wishes they did. Just because it would be hilarious. Like, the first time and only the first time. Oh, hey look, they're being assaulted too.
Maxis, we're sitting ducks here.
I'm aware. Where did these bastards come from? What the?
Could be a cacophony of Napon. Yeah.
You lot. What are you?
Oh. Not good.
Everyone, let's go! We can definitely do this! Perspective, we're ready for your assistance! Everyone, let's go!
That wasn't too bad. Oop. I dropped my controller.
Think that's all of them? We're in the clear.
Breathe deep, men, and prepare for the next wave. Let's go through this again. High Entia, deploy your shields. Stop the advance on the gates. Anyone with a rifle, clean out small targets in range. Remember, all we're here to do is buy time. Eliminating all threats is not our mission. Make no mistake.
Mom! Fogby sighted!
To arms!
Something else that's funny is imagining Hyantia flying with their head wings and they gotta do something else with their body, so some stretches in the sky T-pose on the whole world.
They're all just gone.
What? But how?
How are you? All well?
Yeah?
What the hell are you?
Never you mind that. We've come to make a request. Time is of the essence.
Go on.
Would you return to Grandel?
If you're asking like that, I assume you know why we left.
Indeed.
Then you must know why that's not an option.
What if I said Grandel is besieged by fog beasts?
Are you serious?
I'm far too busy to come here just to lie.
And the villagers? Are they safe?
Yes, for the time being, but not for much longer. You don't seem all that surprised, Maxis.
No. I didn't know. Just connecting the dots. If we were hit, then...
Well, I trust I needn't spell it out for you. A veteran of the Guard.
You need not. But it's not as simple as you make it out.
I never said anything about simple.
But you did ask.
You forget yourself, Maxis.
Do I now?
What matters here is that the lives you have been guarding are once again in danger as we speak.
Yes, but...
You're free to have your reasons. But you need to find a way to accept reality and move forward in your life. Maxis, we are the lucky ones.
Here we go.
What do you mean?
We can go home.
That's nonsense. The Fog King has Alchemoth.
Yes, but our home is right there, even if we cannot live in it now. But what of the other refugees? To them, home is gone. Even if they could leave, they have no certainty home still exists.
But we... left them for dead. How could we possibly...
It is never too late to make amends.
There are times where it is.
After all, despite your quarrels, you are neighbors, family. Those bonds can withstand more than you think. Maxis, realize what you have. Do it before it's too late, or you'll regret it.
Maxis, I'm going with these people. I can't turn my back on them.
Maxis?
You're damn good. All right, I'm in.
So you're with us?
Truly.
Yes, but it wasn't your fancy words that swayed me. My family needs me.
Fine. As you wish.
Birdman pain in Bom Bom. Real feather brain.
Why are they dancing with concerned faces? Spend your points on more units. The next wave begins in 20 seconds. Put them at the entrance to take them out immediately. I remember when, like, tower defense games were, like, huge. Like, Bloons tower defense was everywhere for a while there. That was basically all anyone would play in the computer lab. Back when I was still in, like, elementary school. Brain is also bad today. Like I said, we all have our days. Maxis was thinking about what to include in The Sims 5. I don't think Maxis really exists in that capacity anymore. And if they do, most of it is probably dedicated to figuring out the scummiest way to set up any of their DLCs. Like, great example, Sims 3, any of their DLCs just had a crap load of content. Yeah, sure, there was still a lot of DLCs, but there was always, like, a whole bunch of stuff with every little expansion pack. Now, if you go and play Sims 4, you basically, to get all the stuff that you would want, you're gonna need to have played... Well, no, like, if you want to get all the stuff that you want, you're gonna have to have, like, paid... I think, what was it, like, $372 or something like that? It was some, like, absurdly large number just to get all the, like, actually good stuff, and that's not even all of the expansions. Like, GEA, how did you know I wanted to spend $50 just for another vampire pack? Which for some reason is becoming, like, a very common thing that they do, where it's like, hey, you remember that feature from the previous game that we already included as a DLC thing? Well, here it is again, but with less features. It's like, okay. Ah, they're on fire and probably dead. Glad to know everything is terrible. The four Horsemen of the Apocalypse, EA, Konami, Bethesda, and Activision. I feel like Konami is one of those where they can't really be a Horseman of the Apocalypse because they do basically nothing anymore.
Useless little spoiled princess brat.
No sign of Miss Melia yet?
Not so far. Damn! Bunch of new hostiles closing in.
I guess the lot from the Cape really left us for dead. Miss Tyrell, it's all over. Please, pull back.
Not just yet. Stand firm. Believe in our brethren. Believe in your new leader.
But man, there's only so much you can do.
When you see me fall, abandon this place and withdraw into Grandel.
Miss Tyrell!
He kept us waiting. You big jerk.
Lady Melia! She's back! And it looks like she brought the companions with her!
Let's clear a path.
Konami is an ex-horseman because they're kind of dormant in a pile of themed pachinko. Yeah, basically. Ouch. I was just bullied on the ground.
Kino have great follow-up to that. No stealing thunder of Nene. Everyone, let's go. This is the Monada's power.
I just realized that Kino is down. Yeah, it's the dinosaur.
Do it now!
Boom. Jeez, that is huge damage.
Maxis, thank you.
Huh. It's me who should be thanking you, Ransom. If you hadn't spoken out when you did, we couldn't be having this conversation.
What are you talking about? If it weren't for your help, we'd all have kicked it ages ago.
Miss Melly looking for Tyrea? She go back after healing. Cannot put up with this sentimental manure. Was exact words.
Sounds just like her.
To a T.
I get the feeling she didn't use the word manure.
We trusted you. We owe you a debt for our lives.
No. You have only each other to thank.
Huh? Wait up. Melia? Did he say Melia?
Indeed.
Surely not. You can't be the Melia Antiqua.
Have you never seen?
Yes. I do get called that sometimes.
No. What? That means... Your Highness is the Crown Princess Melia.
Do you need a minute, Maxis?
Impudence. This girl is the true-born child of our late Emperor Sorin, the Imperial successor, Crown Princess Melia Antiqua.
Is he telling the truth?
It was not my intent to deceive. I thought if I announced myself, it could bring hope, but it could also bring despair. What our people need now is hope only. Hence the discretion. I'd appreciate if you treated me normally. Right. That is enough of that. Much work remains, after all.
You mean slaying the Fog King? Lady Melia, we companions will form your honor guard.
You won't. You companions will join Tyrea and guard Grandel from Fogbeast incursion.
But that's...
Listen to me, Maxis. You feel you want to dispel the regrets of your brethren by your own hands. I understand well. But, for the sake of those fallen, you must protect the living. Don't you think that's the best way to use your talents right now? The Companion's strength, Grandel's knowledge, Tyrea's will. Without any one of those, the town would be lost. It's the only way.
I understand. We accept. Trust us with the ramparts.
Thank you. Truly.
Lady Melia, take care.
Absolutely.
I feel like we're nearing the end of this.
Maxis and his companions. They're counting on us, too.
Yes. Let us perform the enhancements at Radsam's. May we, Radsam?
Ah, only too gladly, Miss Melia.
It's ready.
Aw.
Huh? It's not changed much. Still same.
Quite.
Well, it was more of a tweak.
I don't mind.
More of a
If it
twink.
lets us take down the Fog King.
Theoretically.
Finally come time for denouement. These are Fog King numbered.
Isn't Shulk the closest thing to a god in this world now?
Well, it is time.
Please come back safe.
But prepare, feast won't wait. Tilan, not to cause mischief in meantime, okay?
So, you did it.
Thanks to you, and to Teelan.
Oh, that looks cool.
Strength and honor, friend.
We will do our best.
The Fog King is in the villa.
You saw it.
Yeah.
But how will we get in there? I tried to enter several times, but the transporter refused to work.
That's because it was set so that only I could activate it.
Why?
The villa was where I rescued Teelan from the Fog King's clutches before you came. I wanted to seal it off and trap the monster inside.
Except...
The transporters, they don't mean a damn thing to it. Still, it seemed better than nothing, so I put it on lockdown.
is that...
I used this for authentication. Take it. I have no need of it anymore.
I see.
We'll keep guard here, don't worry.
Good. I shall count on it.
Our race's future is in your hands. Got it?
All right. I won't let you down. Well, let's go.
Nene got friends and friends of friends. That line of hero Bonkino.
You brave few who venture forth, we salute you!
Hyantia just stand there menacingly, that's their salute. The Homs actually have like a whole salute animation in the Hyantia, they're just like... They did. Kino is not allowed to say Fog King until he cannot slur words together. I mean, he spends like most of his dialogue just stammering and the like. Also, can we talk about Nene's health? Nene has so much health. I feel like that's a step up from the last level. Nene with her, like, 9,999 HP. Not even Ricky had that much health. Could it be a bug? I mean, bugs are entirely possible. We already had one of them. It could also be like an HP cap. Like maybe they had intended her to have more health than that, but the HP cap prevents her from going farther. There's a quiet moment here. Meanwhile, Melia has, like, no health.
Not long now, father, brother. With these two hands of mine, I will reclaim Alcamoth.
Hey, Melia, are you nervous?
Do not worry, Shulk. I'm just a little heightened. Trembling with excitement, as Dunban might say.
That's good to hear. I suppose it's no great wonder, though.
How about yourself? You've been given a big role to play. Taking it in your stride as usual.
Well, I've been remembering our time on the Bionis shoulder. It hasn't been easy. But we found the refugees here. Got to know Teelan and so on. I'm glad we came.
I see.
If we can retake the capital, and then get ourselves back to Colony 9, that'll be us sorted.
Sorted? Huh?
That's right. We're just about there now. We've got this, you know.
I'm sure.
What's wrong?
Say, Shulk. Tell me, what are your thoughts on the rift?
Right. Considering everything we've seen so far, we don't really know all that much about it. I've never seen anything like it. The Fog King, I mean. It's alien to the Bionis and Mechonis.
Indeed. The rift is a complete and utter enigma to us. All we know for certain is that its existence poses danger. A wholly new threat. For a wholly new world.
Sounds ominous.
Are my fears unfounded?
To be fair, there's a lot about this world that's different. Frankly, it's anyone's guess right now. Does it bother you? The rift, I mean.
I have an ill premonition.
Oh?
Disaster. Complete ruin. Inescapably looming over our future. I know not why, but that is the vague dread that I feel when I consider the rift.
Hey now.
I'm sorry. I know we have a big task ahead. I'll try to keep my chin up.
It's okay. Your misgivings may just be a weird hunch. Or for all we know, they might come true tomorrow. But there's plenty more we don't know. The future. No one knows it for certain. Still, that doesn't mean we're entirely helpless. Our actions, they're what shapes the future. We've proven that countless times already. So I think we'll get through this. If we stand together, No power in the world can stand against us.
Shulk. I swear, you never change.
Oh, sorry. I guess I might have gone a bit overboard.
No, I don't think that's possible. I think your words have hit the mark exactly. The future is ours, and it is decided here. All we can do is give our all to build a better one. Indeed, whatever awaits ahead. I seem to be in your debt again. You keep doing this, always helping me when I'm down.
I didn't really do anything, though. I'm just happy I could lift you up.
My thanks. All right, then. We have crucial work to do.
Defeat the Fog King and restore Alchemoth, right?
Exactly right. Shall we?
Oh, I noticed that that's a quiet moment I can't repeat. I was hearing the choir from the start of Zanza's theme, and it concerned me quite a bit. Yeah, it had actually concerned me as well when I had first gotten here in Alchemoth. Part of me was thinking to myself, oh boy, are we gonna have to fight, like, Zanza's will or something like that? Because one thing that happens a lot in JRPGs is, for some reason, the villain just cannot keel over and die. They'll keep coming back repeatedly. And sometimes it doesn't even necessarily have to be a JRPG. It could also just be a Mega Man game. Zanza's Lingering Will. I never actually got a chance to fight Lingering Will in Kingdom Hearts 2. I had completely missed it when I was, actually playing. Yep, we're in the final stretch. When that shows up, you know for a fact that it is endgame, and it looks like we're going to be beating 2 games in a week. That's kind of crazy. That's not just JRPGs, that's also Ridley from Metroid, and every final boss in a Kirby game that gets a souped-up soul form. Honestly, the only exception to that, I think, would be Zero 2. Because Zero 2, they, like, existed in one game.
King of Fog, right here! Fog King looking awfully foggy today.
I would guess it correlates with the widening of the rift.
It changes nothing. The time is now.
Zero 2 himself is a souped-up Zero. Well, technically, it's the same character. Hello, Gabe. How are you? The monster design is rad. Most of the monster design in this game has been really cool. Alright, we know we can hurt it now.
Miss Melly, it's working!
Yes, now then.
Melia, let's go!
Woke up from a nap. Nice.
My friends, lend me your strength. The
Oh, it's
future
Zanza's
belongs to
theme
us.
full on. Yeah, it is.
Will know name of Hero Bomb Hero! Monster in for proper bashing.
Watch as this is one of, like, Zanza's weird fail-safes. Ouch. Take care of the ads first. Also, I brought Melia into the battle. Whoops. Meant to bring Nene. Not that Melia is bad, it's just I didn't gear her up at all. Maybe it's Zanza's pet dog. Maybe.
Conspectors, heed my call.
Oh, that's a lot of bonus damage. Jeez! Can we do any more Pawn Spectre damage to the Fog King? Wow. The Pawn Spectres are a hot knife and the final boss is butter, apparently. He's gonna have a second phase.
And kindly never to come back.
Shulk, what's wrong?
The sky.
The rift is expanding.
Mama, something not right. Foggy floppies all coming together. Foggy, not take no for answer.
What is the meaning of this?
It must be drawing its strength from the rift. And now it's even bigger.
Ooh.
In other words, if we could close the rift, we might have a chance.
It's possible. But first, let's do all that we can here.
You're right.
This is all over Kino's head. What does Hero-Pun fight against impossible odds is natural like breathing. Fine then, time to dish out extra mega serving of fishy fancy with cherry on top.
Conspectors, time to join forces.
Take care of the Fog Knights, that'll make it a little nicer. You know, assuming we don't get annihilated.
Stay strong.
Yeah, we need Nene for this. I can't even get up. Okay, we need Nene, because Nene can actually tank. What? Oh, it just straight up put us all the way at the... Oh, that's mean. Not even giving us, like, the extra chance. It's just, like, not... Here's your title screen. Well, I guess it does tell me that falling in battle will return me to that. This Nene is at maximum HP of anyone at level 74. Yeah, seems so. Nintendo, please nerf Pond Specters. They hit too hard. Signed, Fog King. Oh, it's perfect. Ooh. Ouch. You good?
Someone need help?
Oh, I missed that so hard.
Reminder,
Whoops. Yep, it was totally Melia that was holding us back.
no use! It keep happening! What are we supposed to do now?
Don't give up. No matter how many times it returns, we can bring it down just the same. Our future must be kept safe.
Oh, Melia is dead. Or not.
What? Telethia? Why? What? What on Bionis?
Melia, for whatever reason, those explosions seem to be distorting and destabilizing the rift.
Incredible. They saved us. Fine. Time to finish this. Please, buy me some time.
Do I need to do another fight? Or is it going to be a cutscene this time? Nina and Kino are just bunny hopping. It's what they're best at.
Grant me your strength, friends.
Okay, that looks cool as hell. The rift is gone. And Nene is passed out.
It's the throne! Big win for good guys!
The future is safe. Finally.
You know, until the next time it's not safe.
It is.
I can't believe it. We beat another game this week. What's next? Loot Cat and I play, like, Outward on Friday and beat that as well. If that happens, I will be thoroughly impressed. I thought it was just gonna go to credits. You don't get no epilogue, it's just immediately credits and nothing else. You know those like ending credit scenes where it's like it shows the character and says what they end up doing in the future, you know, like Melia went on to rule Alcamoth for thousands of years, or Shulk went back to Colony 9 and reunited with his friends. Well, I imagine the thing that it would show up for the Fog King would just be Fog King grew up to be dead. Kino continued to train to be the hero pawn, but also found work at McDonald's. Nene continued having too much health, literally ate a meteor. McDonald's grew up to be bankrupt thanks to Kino. Kino was eating them out of, like, all of their money. Hey, look, it's Ryan! And, somehow I forgot her name. Ricky! Dunban, Sharla, I don't know why I keep forgetting her name. Fiora, that's it. For some reason, my brain was autofilling with Amelia, but that's a different thing, and it's also, like, very different tonally. I wonder how Ricky feels knowing that his two kids have helped in saving the entire world. Like, it isn't even a case of, oh, they were there. They legitimately had an impact on the saving of the world, because they were both in my party. And if it wasn't for Nene, we would have died again. Ricky proves once again that Ricky is the bestest. Ricky would never be prouder. I'm pretty sure Ricky would never be prouder in, like, no matter what they did. He strikes me as that kind of parent. He's just proud of them for being them. Hey, it's the Peanut Head lady.
They're waiting for you, Melia.
Does this world need a coronation? I just don't see the point.
Don't say that. It is the will of the people. It will mark the birth of a new era.
You'd also have been a fine choice.
Yes, well. I'm occupied with my research, as you know. Empress Melia.
Don't mock me.
That's a good exchange.
Here we go.
Yes.
We have once again beaten a game. This is, like, really weird to me. We've taken down 2 games in 1 week. And now we're done with Xenoblade 1 entirely, which means Wednesdays are now going to be Final Fantasy X. New game elements have been unlocked. Shulk's weapon look can be changed in future connected. The 8th challenge in the main game's time attack is unlocked. Master level art manuals have been added to the main game's time attack item exchange, letting you improve arts up to 12. Dang, that's that? Yeah, it is. Not the best ending, but a fitting one. We've cleared everything there is to Xenoblade Chronicles 1 now. Well, not everything. We didn't get, like all of the items and all the whatevers. But we've cleared the content of the main story. And with that, we now have 2 games to be starting up next week. So with next week, we're going to start with Devil May Cry 5 on Monday. And then on Wednesday, we're going to start with Final Fantasy X. Man, that's just really strange for me to process. Let's see. Gotta go back to the document real quick, because I gotta move some stuff around, because Xenoblade Future Connected is now here. We have completed 12 games total so far. It's kind of weird to think about, actually. Like, soon enough, I will have been streaming for a whole year. And that is kind of surprising to me. 12 games in a year of streaming. Wild. I almost never beat games. And then, like, ever since I started streaming, I've been beating games. It's been kind of nice to actually complete them for once. I have a tendency to just play them and then drop them later. But thanks to streaming, I've been able to complete things like, Devil May Cry up all the way from 1 to Devil May Cry 4 here. Oh yeah, I forgot. I'm trying to do this in order. So, we gotta reorganize just a little bit there. Here. The games owe you lunch money and streaming is helping you get it. I think it's actually kind of nice, though, that it's been going this way, because when I had set out to stream, my main goal was to be able to play and complete games that I had never had the opportunity to play before. And of the games that I have completed, only about 3 of them were things that I have already played and beaten. Castlevania Curse of Darkness is a game I played a lot as a kid. Kingdom Hearts 1 I played as a kid but never beat. Then I beat it on stream, like, semi-recently. Resident Evil 7 is one of the only games that I had actually beaten on my list so far. And that's super strange to me to think about. Let's see. Well, I don't see anyone to raid today. So I think we'll just finalize it on just this note. You finished Kingdom Hearts 1 back in June, and of course I still remember that was the day I first found this stream. Yeah, that is one benefit to playing games of, like, older origin, because people will go back and watch them to see, you know, people experiencing it for the first time. And yeah, I'll see you next time, and I hope everyone's day goes well. V-Sheep, Gabe, Windex, even though I know you went to bed. And with next week, we've got quite a bit to go with. Ciao!